A sit-down video where I'm not sitting on my bed? Interesting. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie if you are new here. I'm a senior at Binghamton University. I'm graduating in December, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through applying for jobs with me, which is why I'm sitting at my desk. I got my laptop right here, and I'm gonna show you guys my resume, my cover letter, and how I'm gonna find a job. Pray for me that I find a job. XO. Let's get right into the video. I'm gonna screen share my computer screen. That way I can show you guys a little bit about it. Alright, so here is my desktop, and the first place I'm gonna take you is to my resume. This is the one that I submit to my website and things like that, but this is just a copy of my resume. So it has my name on it, my email, my LinkedIn, my website, and then all my experience. The resume I submit for jobs usually has my address on it, but I obviously don't put that on the internet. It was really hard for me to decide on my experience, honestly, because I have so much PR and media experience that is all like lumped into this one big section. And the biggest thing my career center at school is telling me is to break it down into sections, but I genuinely don't know how to split this up because they are all relevant experience. So it's all leadership and employment, and some of my leadership experience is just as important as my employment experience, so it's hard to split that up. So basically, it's just this one big blurb of all my experiences, and if you guys have any ideas on how I should split it, like, let me know. But my first tip, I guess, is to make sure you are utilizing your school's career center. They are so helpful, and so they have so many resources and the alumni network to connect you with. So make sure that if you are in any year of college, like even if you're applying for internships, jobs, or even if you just like want to start networking, like go to your school's career center. They are there to help you. So moving on from my resume, I will take you guys to my website. So my website is on Weebly, and it's just a way for me to put myself out there. So basically what I have on my website is, this is very, very similar to my LinkedIn bio, except my LinkedIn bio doesn't have this first paragraph or this one. Who I am, what I want to do, which is in this paragraph. Then this one talks about some things I've done, and then this one is like my little about me segment, and then you can contact me here, and I have a little contact segment. And then something else on my website I also have is my resume. So this is exactly what I just showed you, but I have for more information on my experiences, please head over to my LinkedIn. So here's my resume on here. And then the reason I really wanted to have a website was because I wanted a space to put my social media portfolio and my writing portfolio. So I've got this first tab of just social media, and these are just things I've done. So these are some basketball Instagram stories I've created, and then I just have I ran the Instagram for my internship a few years ago. So I can just swipe through to different things I did, some of the most popular posts, so just some of the Instagram stories I've created, and I have that for a lot of my experiences. And then I also have my writing samples. So I have a student's guide to Binghamton University dining halls, and you can find the full article here. And then I have an article I wrote for my athletics internship, and I have an article I wrote for my journalism class. So basically, this is just a place for me to share all my experiences in one place, as well as my podcast and my YouTube channel. So basically, I just have everything I think is important for employers to know about me and important to my skill set all on here. That way, if an employer does stumble upon it, or I can include it in applications, they have this and they can see it all. So the first thing I want to start by doing today while I apply for jobs is getting on LinkedIn and making a post. I want to make a post talking about that I'm looking for jobs, I'm looking to network, and kind of things like that. So I'm gonna start typing that and see what happens. Hi everyone. All right, my post has been made. So basically I just said, hi everyone, like I'm approaching graduation. I want to network with people. I've connected with so many great people already, but I'm always looking to add more. And then I mentioned I'm looking for jobs that start in mid-December or January, ideally in sports communications, but that I'm open to learning and growing anywhere. And then I attached my resume. So I'm gonna wait for some likes, some comments, and all of that jazz to kind of roll in. But it is still important for me to go and look for opportunities on my own. So I'm going to show you guys how I do a little bit of that. And the first thing I want to do is go to jobs on LinkedIn, and I have some job searches up, but basically I just have notifications on for things like sports communications, communication specialists, sports social media, things like that, just so I get notified when companies upload new jobs. And I just like scroll through these probably once a day, maybe twice a day, 3 times a day, and just kind of see what happens and find some roles that I haven't applied for and try to apply to some. Okay, so I found this role that I might be qualified for, I might not be qualified for, but I always like to apply for things. I don't think it hurts to apply. It's just another application and just another thing that you might want to do. So basically I'm just gonna save it and I'm gonna hit apply. So I'm gonna look at the application now and look at what I need to do for it. So they're looking for someone who's YouTube expert, so I would consider myself pretty much a YouTube expert because I do produce content for you guys. So I do think that I have the capacity to apply for this role, so I'm gonna start applying, and I will check in with you guys when I get to my cover letter. So I just blocked out some information for now, but basically with my cover letter I talk about experiences that have really shaped me in the industry, and I also personalize it to the role I'm applying for. So like, for example, the first thing I'm going to do is change NBC recruiters to MLB recruiters. And then I'm just going to go through this and change sentences and make it more focused on this role. So for example, this one, they're looking for someone with YouTube, so I want to make sure that I talk about my video editing experience and my YouTube experience. So I'm gonna have to find somewhere to drag that in, and I also want to change obviously why I'm interested in this specific role. All right, so my cover letter is now done. I basically talked about how I've loved watching baseball for as long as I remember. So then I talked about why I'm applying to this specific role. I believe that I have a fresh outlook on the YouTube space because I am a content creator and I do edit my own videos, so I understand YouTube search terms and all of that kind of jazz. I gotta plug my laptop in. So now that my application has been posted, what I want to do is go onto my jobs and careers spreadsheet and just update that I've applied to this role. So basically I have this spreadsheet where I type in the company I applied for, the title of the role I applied for, the date I applied, and the job link. I also put my connection here. So if I know someone at the company that I've reached out to, I'll put it here, but I just want to block that off for now, just, you know, to be conscious of their privacy. So I'm going to add the MLB for now. And I applied for, let me just pull up the exact role again. And then what I want to do is find a connection at the company that I can chat with. So I think that's really important always. So the way I do it is I just go on LinkedIn and I go to see all employees, and I first try to find if anyone from my school worked there. So this can be really frustrating. I don't think I'm gonna find a contact today for someone there just because I feel like I don't have a good connection to anyone. If I had been able to find someone, I would have sent them a message like, hello, I noticed that you went to Binghamton. I also go to Binghamton. I just applied for this job and I would love to talk to you more about the company culture and your role at the company and how you got there. You know, set up an informational interview call with them and just chat a little bit. So that's like the first way I kind of find jobs. And then there's also other websites like Teamwork Online, Handshake if your school has one, and also cold emailing companies is so great. That's how I got all my internship, by cold emailing. But I do want to find like a job in sports, and a lot of those you don't find a cold email for. So I've been applying through lots of portals and trying to make connections, but it is frustrating. So basically that was just me taking you through applying for jobs. I've been applying for a bunch, I've been trying to network, and I will keep you guys updated on my job process. But I don't know if it was interesting. I think it might have been a little bit boring, but if you guys have any job advice, or if you guys like want to ask me any questions, I have a pretty firm understanding of the job application process. So like, let me know, like, leave some comments down below. Like, let's all cheer for each other. Like, let's all be a team. Like, I am rooting for you if you root for me. So all of that being said, I will talk to you guys in my next video, and if you like this one, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.